Hi, I'm Dana and I'm really proud of myself for setting up and actually filming this video because I do not want to. It's also raining a lot and the cars outside seem really loud to me. I don't know if they were on the video, and if they do, I'm sorry. So yeah, today I want to have a little chat about hyperfocus, hyperfixating on something, that type of thing, because I'm in a real big moment of hyperfocus on some art projects that I have going on and some artsy things that I'm doing. And it's one of those things that I see people talk about in a way as though it's like one of the fun, quirky parts of autism, one of the parts of autism that doesn't like actually affect you in a negative way. It's one of the parts that like makes it a superpower because you can spend so long on this thing and it's amazing. And there's a level to which I don't know how I would do the things that I'm doing without hyperfocus and without like really fixating on it and being absolutely obsessed with it and without losing the hours to it that I lose and being like just incredibly fucking focused on it. But also I'm losing days, you know, like I will start a painting in the morning and then it's 4 p.m. and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna like have a drink and have a wee and remember that I'm a person, maybe go for a walk, maybe stroke my cat. And then when I'm done doing those things, I glance at it and I'm like, oh, well, I can just do this one little thing. And then it's 10 p.m. and I haven't eaten yet and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing and my entire day is gone, my routine is gone, I haven't scooped my cat's litter tray, I haven't done my dishes. Like, it is destroying my routine and ruining my fucking life, to be completely honest with you. It doesn't feel cute or fun or quirky, it feels really frustrating because I very genuinely sit down being like, I'm going to spend 20 minutes on this, and it feels like I've spent 20 minutes on it, and then I look at my phone and it's been hours and that time's just gone for me now. And I think one of the other really big things that's being lost when it's being talked about as though it's like a fun little cute quirky thing is the level to which my interest in everything else just falls away. Like we've discussed many a time on this channel, I'm a big media person, so 99% of the time that I'm doing something, I have a film on, I have a TV show on, I'm watching something, I have something on. I really enjoy that. It's a large part of how I watch a lot of things, and it's a large part of how I manage to get a lot of things like scooping my cat's litter tray and doing my dishes and doing the boring parts of life, is that I have a film on, I have my headphones on, I can hoover while I'm watching my film, like I can do very nearly anything while watching something. And I will choose things that I've either seen repeatedly and that as such don't really need to focus on, or the films that are like the ones that are being written so that you can be on your phone while you're watching them, so I don't feel like I'm missing anything. And I don't necessarily like usually like fully pay attention if I'm watching it while doing art. But lately I just, because I've been sitting down being like, I'm gonna do this thing for 10 minutes, I don't need to like go and get my laptop and choose what movie to watch, like that's not the moment, we're doing this for 10 minutes. I'm just doing it in complete silence with nothing else happening and not even realising that like I'm doing anything or that time is passing. Like I'm just so focused on it and so in the moment that nothing else exists until all of a sudden my mouth is dry and I'm starving and I need to piss desperately, and that's when I'm like, oh shit, it's been hours, not the 10 to 15 minutes I intended to spend on this thing. And I've been bouncing from like movie to show to movie to show because like I don't overly want to watch anything, and that is so fucking rare for me. Like I don't remember the last time I've been in a position of like I don't want to watch something. Like I have a lot of times when like special interests fall away and I don't know what to watch, but I would like to watch something. But I'm in a phase of like I don't particularly care to be watching anything. I'm doing my art, that's the thing I care about. You know, like if you put on Last Tango in Halifax or Ashes to Ashes, I'm gonna be like, woo, yeah. But I'm also not going to actually be paying attention to it. I don't really care. Like 90% of the time in my life, if you put on one of my shows, I will stop what I'm doing or pay less attention to what I'm doing in order to watch it, whereas like I just don't care. Like I'm glad that I don't have any of like my big people releasing anything new at the minute, because I don't think I would care and it would make me feel kind of bad. And honestly, I'm having like an absolute like domino effect of, no, that's not the term. Very soon we're going to have like season 3 of Dr. Foster, season 2 of The Assassin, season 2 of Riot Women. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out in the future that I'm very much looking forward to, and I really hope that I'm actually excited about it when the time comes. I really hope that I'm not still in this little phase. And the area in which it's fucking me up more than anything is that I've been doing a really good job of forcing myself to go out to events, to socialise, to meet people, to try and make friends, and it's been an absolute fucking effort. It's been really, really fucking hard. I already have a hell of a lot of fucking anxiety. It absolutely terrifies me going into new spaces, having to talk to new people, having to figure out how to socialise with people I've already met, having to figure out how to like try to build friendships. All of that has been absolutely exhausting and terrifying, and I've done it anyway because I think it's worth it and because it's what I want to do. You know, I want to have community, I want to have friends, I want to know people here, I very much moved to Yorkshire to like build a life here, and it's very much what I'm trying to do. And for the most part, I've been doing a pretty fucking good job of it. Like, I've had my handful of events that I showed up for and then couldn't actually bring myself to like walk in the door and go to because I just got way too fucking anxious and awkward. I didn't know like how to do it or what to do. And that happens, and I deal with it. The vast majority of my little events I have managed to go to, and as much as I might be like literally physically shaking with anxiety and feeling sick and whatever else, I've managed it. You know, like I've managed to talk to people, I've managed to meet people that I find interesting, I've engaged with them, I've been able to go out and like do other little bits with them. I'm doing a really fucking good job of it. And I'm really having to stay very self-aware and try to like talk to myself in a very logical way, because I feel like I could do a huge amount of self-sabotage here and just stop going out and stop interacting with people and stop talking to people and stop making friends and just give up on the whole fucking thing that I've been building because I don't want to, you know? And there's a big part of me that's like, babes, you do though, don't you? Like, you do. You like the people you've been meeting. You do want to actually build friendships with them. There are other really cool creative people that like to hear about the art you're doing and things like that. Like, you do want to go out and talk to them. But also I don't. I want to go upstairs and I want to do my little paintings. I want to do my film on my things so I can paint that later on. I have these little... I want to start filming Puppet Tusk again. I opened that up today and checked on everything and nothing's broken or damaged and I can actually start filming that. I have these things that take like quite a lot of time and that I get really focused on and can't pull myself away from for hours on end. And I very simply don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to leave my house. I don't want to eat any food or need to wee or need to like do this and that. And the fun things like going out to social events, going out for walks, going and looking at plants, the things that I've been doing, the things that I specifically moved here to do have made me feel so much better and given me so much inspiration and put me into like such a safe, settled space that I'm, for the first time since I was a teenager, able to actually like hyper-focus and enjoy the things that I'm creating and really feel involved with it. And really, it feels like I'm producing things that are a part of me again. And it's... I really thought it was something I'd like lost with my teenage years. Like, that was part of like my childhood that I was never going to get back. And I feel so much passion and love for the things that I'm making that I just... all of the other things that I know I do realistically care about do not matter to me nearly as much, and it makes it really difficult to actually care about them and to carry on engaging with them and to put the effort in that I've been doing. And especially when it's things that make me so anxious, where even when I was in the position of like, I've just moved here and I really, really need to meet people and know people here because I feel so like isolated and like it's a horrible feeling to move to a brand new place and be like, okay, I do love it here, but I don't know a single soul. Like, it's a whole vibe. And even while feeling like that, I found it really hard to go out to things and really hard to meet people and really hard to talk to people and put myself forward as like someone who wants to make friends and is a friendly person. Like, I think once people get used to me, I quite often like come across very well and as a very like friendly, kind person. But I think when people are first approaching me, when I'm first approaching them, I really do have to like... there's a big level of masking where I'm trying, like, I think I've done pretty well at learning how to mask this myself, so it's not like weird to people and it's not a shock when I'm acting like myself. But it's definitely more energy and effort to put in, so that I don't feel like I come across as someone who doesn't want to be engaged with. You know, it's very, very easy for me, I think, to come across as someone who isn't anxious, as someone who is instead a bit snobby and like, I'm here but I don't really care about any of you guys. And it's the emotional distance because I'm so fucking terrified, but other people don't know that. So I've been doing like, you know, putting it on and stuff. Like, even on a good day where I was in a position where I was feeling good about it all and knew it was what I wanted to do, I didn't really want to, you know? Like, there's a hell of a lot of aspects of my life that I'm like, I know future me will appreciate me having done this. I know it's something that I need to do. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I don't want to walk into a room full of strangers, find somewhere to sit and start introducing myself and talking to them. I don't want to do that. I do want community. I do want friends. I do want the things that you get if you go and do that thing. I don't want to do the thing. I understand that I need to, because the consequence is that I get the friends that I want and get to build community and feel good about things and know people and have connections and blah, 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 blah. Like, I will do it because of that. But I already don't want to at the best of times. And now, I don't want to say it's like the worst of times, because it's not a negative feeling realistically. I feel like quite happy and settled and good when I'm doing my little arty creative things. But it also, like, when I already don't particularly want to, when I do want to, when I don't want to, I really fucking don't want to, you know? And I think some of it probably is also like black and white thinking. Like, I can be an extremely all or nothing person, but I also feel like I need to right now in order to be smart. Like, I have an event happening today that I'm going to at 6 p.m. and it means that I feel like I can't do anything. Like, I can't do any of my little things because the hours are just gonna pass, and then it's going to be 7:30 and I won't like even message the chat to be like, oh, actually guys, I'm not coming today, you know? Like, I don't want to do that either. Like, I've been debating if I should just message and be like, hey guys, I'm not actually coming tonight, if anyone wants to use my ticket you can, because it's a fundraiser event as well, so it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, I want my money back actually. Like, I'm happy to give it, you know? And it's a quiz, and I thought it sounded really fun when I bought the ticket. I don't want to be involved in a quiz. I don't want to have to go in and figure out where to sit and who to sit with and figure out a team and then have to listen to questions and process the questions and try and come up with an answer. I think even at the best of times, this might be one that I wouldn't have gone to, but I'm overthinking it more now because, like, maybe I do. I don't know. All I actually want to do is go upstairs and do my filler and my painting and just keep doing that. And then at some point when that becomes slightly less fun, I want to start filming Puppet Tusk. But the reality is that I also, you know, like, if you go out and meet people and talk to people and then just vanish for a while, that's weird, and people are going to sort of forget about you, and the relationships, you're going to lose, like, the friendship bar, like in Sims or something, you know? Like, I don't feel like I can do that. I do feel like I need to show some sort of consistency. But maybe this just isn't actually the event for me. But it's like I've talked about in some videos before, where I feel like I have, like, my logical person, human brain, and then I have the autism brain. And it's a big moment of going between them and being like, what is for the best here? What do we actually want to do? What actually feels good? Not only what feels good, but what is, like, the best to have the best consequences on our life. Like, having to try to combine the two and see what the opinions of each is and figuring out what the fuck it is I actually want. And it's rough. It feels very rough. Like, there's a million and one worse things to be feeling, and there's 1,000 fucking million and one times that I've had, like, much worse feelings in my life. Don't get me wrong. This is, like, one of the more non-issue issues that come up as an autistic person living a heavily accommodated life that is for the most part quite joyful and happy now. But that's my struggle of the month. Like, that's my struggle of the moment. That's what I'm thinking about and dealing with and how I feel. Thank you for listening. As always, if you relate at all, if you feel similarly, if you don't feel similarly and just want to share your experience as another autistic person, because lots of us have lots of different experiences because we're all different people, I would love for you to comment down below and let me know about it. I love hearing people's opinions. I love hearing how other people feel. I love knowing when people relate, or when they do, like, vastly different things can be really interesting. I like it to be a bit of a discussion when we can, so please do leave anything that you fancy. You don't have to, there's no pressure. And similarly, there's no pressure, but of course there will be the link in it's not my bio, why do I keep saying that? There'll be a link in the little box down below where I can give you information to go and view my friend's GoFundMe. As always, they've written it much better than I'm about to explain it, so if you would like to leave now and just read what they've written, you're probably better off doing that. But long story short, their partner's disabled and has a host of chronic illnesses, and the stuff they have going on means that when they have to go to hospital appointments, when they have to just be rushed to hospital because they have something going on, when they try to see doctors so that they can try to manage their conditions, when they want to go out and just have a nice fucking day, as we all deserve to be able to do, it often causes them to be further injured. It often causes them to feel a significant amount more pain than they need to. Like, it fucks them up every single time. It's never a pleasant experience for them, and it could be very easily with just $22,000. I know it's hella money. If people donate, it will be less money needed as it goes, you know? That's how that works. But they'd be able to get an adapted van. That would mean that they'd be able to just go and live life and do things that they need to do and do things that they want to do in the way that we should all be able to. So like I said, the link will be there. If you could share it, that would be amazing. If you could donate, that would obviously be absolutely incredible and very much appreciated. But as always, there's no pressure. I know that, I mean, it's all the disabled people watching my videos. I know that most of us don't have a load of money laying around to start just donating to people. I get it. But if any one of you are able to help out at all, even in just getting it shared about and getting word out a little bit, I would heavily appreciate it. It would be lovely of you. And that's me finally done. So whoever you are, wherever you are, hope you have a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year, and I will see you again in a couple of days.